already pissed off. Wake up pissed off in the morning. You gotta love it.
Wait, what happened? Wait, is it because of like gremlins?
No. I literally wake up in the morning. I have a strategy set up. All my weed is gone and missing. I call Ellie. I'm like, Ellie, what happened to the weed? She's like, oh, I gave 2,000 bags to Zakita already. Well, good thing I already had those 5,000 bags lined up for somebody else. She's cutting the money that she's not supposed to be touching because all that money's supposed to go to fucking Peanut and Zolo for their fines. She's chopping the money up, making sure she still gives money to Kay. Like, don't you have your own grow operation? Like, why are you coming in the house and just randomly taking the weed that you have no clue on who it's supposed to go to, and if there's anything lined up, you're just randomly taking it for no reason? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Ellie?
Yeah, bro. It's like fuck, bro. Like work your fucking office. Do your thing. Like, don't just randomly come in there and just start taking shit for no reason that you don't have. That you have no clue what's lined up already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought, yeah. Well,
it's just frustrating because I already had everything lined up with it. You know, that weed was supposed to go to the guy Junior. He needed 5,000 bags. I already had it lined up. I promised him today he would have it, and now I have 0.
I'm so glad I've got my own operation with the stall and the food and the moonshine.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Like, Ellie
so
and fucking Pigeon, they have
weed.
a huge grow-up operation up north. Like, why are they not using that weed? Like, why are you coming in the CG house and taking the weed from the CG house?
I'm so glad I made the decision to stay away from weed a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, no, I understand, Vinny. I'm sorry you got to go through that.
Like, be honest with me. Am I bugging or like?
I wish I had the echo.
Like, be real
voice.
with me. Like, no troll. Like, am I bugging out or I'm like, I have a reason to be frustrated?
I think since Guatemala, our comms in the crew have been so bad that I enjoy doing my own shit now at times.
Bro, honestly, I praise you for that, to be real.
It started with the weed. It started with weed, where like, look, I'm gonna be real with you, right? It wasn't on you, but what happened was, I'm just gonna go all the way to. What? We gotta go get the money first.
I have 14 grand on me. You can just give me the money.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. And then just give me the money when we go back to the city.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it short because I know you got ACDC. I think comms have been so bad and finger pointing is so bad that like people even associate like bringing something up with finger pointing and relating that with when someone's like, yo, I don't know, man. Like it's just it feels like you got to spend yourself 90% of your time defending your actions and people talking behind your back than anything else. And you're like, oh, but Tuggz, you do the same thing. It's like, well, bringing up small issues so that we can discuss it is different than having malicious intent, or because like you have small penis and you need to look good, you need to glaze up, you know, people.
I mean,
you know
what you're trying to sum up here is that people are fucking sensitive. That's the fucking problem, straight up.
Yeah, to a degree. Like even what like you told me yesterday about like, you know, about like I was a little pressed like. I'm getting like fines left and right, and I'm still like getting up as much as I can personally do, right? And you know, I'm being told like, getting the feeling like, why aren't you giving, you know, why is it only 52,000 you're giving? You know what I mean? Like why not 100,000? And it's like, well,
I think it's
didn't
just
expect to get fucked. I didn't
you
expect
know?
to get fucked by the cops and they take my gun and this gun. And then I have to go buy another gun. I had to buy like in that one week, I had to buy 3 separate guns and went to jail 3 times. Like I don't control the cops being asshole, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like then I want to say something, but then all they're gonna do is fucking run to K. Well, and then Kay's gonna just bitch me out. Meanwhile, I have every right to be fucking mad. It's just like
I do think sometimes,
like, it's not
Vinny,
even worth it, man.
like I'm gonna be real with you. I think sometimes some of it is on you. Because and don't take it the wrong way, right?
No, that's why I'm listening.
Is like sometimes like let's say let's say like you and I, we've known each other for a while, so like we can have some issue and then like whatever, like I'll bring it up again. But some of the other people don't necessarily know you as hold on, let's yes, Flippy.
Kill him.
Hey.
Hey, you son of a bitch.
How you guys doing?
I miss you.
Miss you too, Vincenzo. I was just doing a Moonshine run.
Nice.
I got silver.
Bro,
Silver.
I found out I've had top recipe for fucking 3 weeks now. I didn't know the vegetable like difference between like 90 and 100 made such a difference.
Yo,
So I've been like
advanced
fucking myself in the ass. What's that?
Tuggz, advanced still?
Yeah.
8,050? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
That
What up,
it?
bro?
Yo.
Okay, so I'm gonna
What
give you an
bucks for you?
example, right? I'm gonna give you an example. So let's say someone has an issue. Sometimes you get a little defensive, and a lot of people do too. But you might sometimes scare someone into, they're like, yo, I can't talk to Vinny about this. So then they hold it to themselves, and then they talk to others, and then now all of a sudden, instead of like problems being between you and the person, it becomes problems between you, the person, and like 8 other people who are playing telephone. And
Yeah.
but it's not just a you thing, it's like kind of like an everyone thing. Instead of people talking shit out or being like, yo, what's going on with this thing? Let's go bring in the person that has the answer. People are like default to speaking on behalf of other people with only knowing 10% of the story, you know? Now, in a way, I've kind of done the same thing, and I've noticed and caught myself is like, I may intend to be like, yo, Vinny, did you like, yo, so-and-so thing is happening, heads up. But sometimes heads up gets turned into that's the full story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know how to fix that other than like,
The problem is just I'm a straight shooter. I tell it how it is, and I can't control people if they get emotionally fucking hurt by me just being straight up with somebody. Like, if I can't be myself and just tell them how I feel and just give them the cold-hearted fucking truth, and I might come off scary. If you're that fucking sensitive, brother, like, you shouldn't be part of the fucking CG group, because CG has always been very blunt with things, right to the fucking point. Like, if you're gonna be sensitive about shit and, oh my god, I'm scared to go talk to Vinny because he gets too hard, he goes too hard on me, bro, you don't belong here. It's just that fucking simple. Like, move the fuck on if that's the case. I'm not here for the fucking bullshit. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, and you can go fuck yourself if you don't like it. That's just the way I am. I'm not gonna change myself because of sensitive motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but counterpoint, Vinny, is if everybody is stuck in their ways, then we're fucked.
Yeah, brother, but CG was built. I guess it just comes with times, man. I think it just comes with fucking times, and yeah, you're right. You have to adapt to shit, but bro, I can't not be true to myself. That's just the way I am, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I've always been.
I mean, there's like a lack of trust on a lot of things too, right? So like, I don't want to bring up. I'm gonna bring up actually. Fuck it. Like you know that first weed meeting. Me, Zakid had a POV. You had a POV. The funny thing about that entire thing was Zakid didn't bring it up. I didn't originally bring it up. Someone else did. But somehow it got turned on us, even though I don't even touch weed. I don't take a single dollar from weed. But even it was like we're like, oh my God, Tuggz is causing all these issues with the weed shit. And all I was saying was, yo, we got to make sure all that money's not falling in one person's pocket. And for some reason, it got turned into me, Zakid versus you. When the conversation wasn't about your op, it was about Pigeon.
I told you already.
But hold on, hold on.
Switch that up.
Let me listen. It was about Ellie and Pigeon's op, because we couldn't comprehend. At the time, now things have changed. We couldn't understand at the time how there's this multi-$100,000 quote-unquote gifts being given by one or two individuals, when the reality was that that money was coming from the entirety of the gang, from the pushers to the cleaners to all the distro stuff happening, right? If the gang didn't exist, that money wouldn't exist, right?
Yeah.
And that entire point was completely lost and it turned into how much money is Vinny making? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like those simple conversations, when they get kind of twisted, gaslit into something else. Well, how do you have an honest conversation then? You know?
Yeah. I feel you, brother. I feel you. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess just I'm stuck on the way shit used to always be, but now I feel like I'm gonna be real. The one thing I think that fucked us completely, and I'm just gonna be very honest with you, and this is between me and you.
Yeah. And everybody else. Yep.
No. Like this is me. No,
kidding.
This is me and you.
No, I know.
Like
I'm
our group got so big, and we always said like we should never have a group this big. We always said that from the fucking start of times, right? We always wanted to keep our circle tight for a reason. Now these days, bro, from K removing like, yo, no more OGs and no OG ordering, and it feels like in a sense like me, Rami, Taco, we don't have that same respect level to the people that are in the gang because we're all considered equal. And then on top of it, it's like whenever there's a fucking issue, for some reason, everybody decides to go run to K and cry to him. Like, why if there's an issue, you can't just resolve it then and there?
That I agree with.
Like, dude,
that
like,
I definitely agree with. But I mean, I feel bad for K too. Like, you gotta understand. Like, if I was in, let's just say, I can sympathize with K too, in the sense that if everyone is always bringing all these small, minute problems to him every day about every single minimal thing, well, then at a certain point you're gonna crack too, And now, how do you tell the difference between a serious issue and a small issue when everything is brought up as a serious issue? You know what I mean?
Okay, but can I be honest with you on something?
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for K because he did this to himself. He put that on himself when he wanted to say there is no more OGs in CG. There's no more OG ordering in CG. So by doing that, he put all the stress on him now, because now people are not going to come to me, to Rami, to Taco, to Big D, to Garrett, because there is no more OG status in the game. So personally, I do not feel bad for K, because in reality, K did this to himself. It's that simple. K, by removing that OG shit, literally lets everybody go cry to him, and then he gets all out of fucking bent
this
out
must
of shape
be really
because
built up,
falls on
pent up
him,
feelings.
that he cries and says, oh, I don't understand why you motherfuckers just can't handle this shit on your own. Motherfucker, we can't handle nothing on your own because nobody comes to any of us anymore because they run to you all the time. How is that on us?
Yeah, but he's being honest about it.
When people are always bitching to you,
he's just venting, yeah.
But then complain that people can't take care of shit on their own. I'm sorry, that's on him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like listen, I'm only 19, dude, but like, I feel like if I was a psychologist, I feel like you've got a lot of things that matter to you and you feel a certain way, and I feel like maybe you need to pull him aside by yourself so no one else can stir and tell him how you feel about it. And I feel like without doing that, you're just going to be holding these feelings, regardless of whether they're like, they're right or not, unless you speak with them about it one-on-one. I think it's only going to get worse.
I mean, brother, I've tried to. It's not like I haven't. I've tried talking to him about things. It falls on deaf ears. You can only beat a dead horse so much, and just until there's nothing left anymore to try to revive that horse. It's that simple. So it's not like I haven't extended that olive branch and tried that already. It falls on deaf ears, Tuggz. So what am I supposed to do?
I think there's like a balancing act, right? Because like I get what you're saying, but you're kind of ignoring some of the shit that K I think has to deal with. So let me explain what I mean by that. Okay. I know what you mean by the OJ orders, but let's be honest, y'all were fucking around with that shit back in Guatemala.
It's not OG ordering, okay?
No, I know, but listen, like, you have to remember in Guatemala, K used to wake up and it'd be like, yo, motherfucker, like this person, that person, OG ordering people to put like a dildo in their ass and shoot up the cops. You know, I'm not saying like, you know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, maybe it was like, yo, we gotta get rid of this shit. And maybe he didn't intend that you guys are supposed to lose all the respect, right? But like, you can't forget that those things were happening, right? So, okay, it gets removed. Now there's a side effect, right? And you're right. I do agree that you, like, Rami, etc., like, have sort of like, are kind of on equal playing field as someone who might be around for 4 weeks because they drive or shoot good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and that might be sound like mean, but like, I mean, it's life. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do about that? Now, and so now the question becomes, okay, well, what do you do about it? Well, you can make one of two choices. One is you understand that Kay's still dealing with having to deal with like 15, 20 people, right? So regardless of whether you agree with his decision or not, he's still dealing with 15 or 20 people a day and like trying to probably just like chill and do his shit instead of dealing with like drama all day. So I almost feel like you got to get in there and just be honest and own a portion of something and run with it. I don't think weed is something that Vinny Pistone should be running to begin with. And I'm going to tell you why. Don't take it the wrong way. Weed might seem cool, but it needs so many heads to run it that you're never going to be able to make it your own. It's always going to end up in Kay's hands.
Oh, trust me, I know that because Kay tells me you're in charge of the weed game. I make decisions, and then he's like, no, this is the way we're gonna do it. I'm like, so why the fuck are you telling me I'm running the weed game? Whatever I want to do, I do, but I make a decision on what I want to do, and then you're telling me, no, this ain't happening. We're gonna do it this way. And I'm like,
I get it, but that was like a while ago, and then reality hits, right? Because look, I've dealt with it. Like, it may not sound relatable, but I'm dealing with this with Moonshine, dealing with the farming, with the stalls, all the shit that I do on the side. You know what I mean? Like, here's the reality. Shit is so complex and requires people around the clock 24/7 to operate, right? Like weed, right? People need it before you wake up. People need it when you're awake. People need it after you go to sleep. People need it when you're in jail. People need it, like, to the point where, like, I literally, there's people that I fuck with, like Deke, who literally don't fucking, like, I wanted to fucking shoot him yesterday. I had to tell him for the 10th time, I don't deal with weed. I get it, you need weed, like, but bro, it's fucking annoying. So now imagine, like, what I'm trying to say is that one person in no way, shape, or form will ever be able to run weed by themselves. It's always going to come back to K no matter what, because it's running 24/7. Because one, you know, do you get what I'm saying with that?
Yes, but I don't know. I listen, I'm going to feel the way I feel on shit. Tuggz, I'll be real with you. And I don't know. It's getting to that point, bro. It's like I'm gonna approach Ellie and talk to her because I'm a man and like that. I'm gonna approach somebody.
You should 100% talk to her.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm gonna go do now.
But Vinny, you go when you talk to Ellie about it, because she means well, right? Is that you don't approach her like, I know, even though you're like pissed, you don't want to come to her like aggressive, because then there's a chance she's going to shut down and get defensive.
Yeah, right? I know she's going to shut down.
And that happens with everybody.
That
happens with everyone in the crew. Like, it's not even just Ellie. It's like, even with the smallest shit, you might like just fuck around with somebody. All of a sudden, they're like hyper defensive. They think you're coming at them, because everyone comes at everybody to the point that everyone's so fucking defensive about everything. So, like, I mean, I would just be like, listen, like, yo, I woke up this morning, like, you know, I'm trying to do this thing, whatever. I'd go in and recommend a solution and just be like,
oh, 100%, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, drop me off at the block. I'm going to link up with her.
Yeah. And I'm going to text me your state. Actually, I'm going to give you money because I sent it to Arrowhead and the fucking thing didn't. It's so bullshit.
No, yeah, just give me cash because I got to give this. Because that's another thing. Like, that 30% that she took, she shouldn't have took. That's supposed to go towards Peanut and fucking Zolo because of their fines. Like, I don't know why. Kate literally said last night, okay, now he goes, me, Vinny, and Rami are out of debt. We need to focus on everything we make right now. Goes to Zolo and Peanut to clear their debts.
Also, keep in mind, it may not have even been Ellie. You know what I mean?
No, I called Ellie. Ellie told me it was her. Oh. She literally left a note.
Okay. Just like, you know.
Yeah, you got to give me 8,050. That's what you need to bring me.
I got you, brother.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the talk.
Bro.
I'll see you in a little.
Anytime.